Welcome everyone to the first weekly highlights episode of February 2025. Today I'm going to be following up on some of the weather events I talked about in my last video, as well as introducing a new segment for these special weekly episodes. Without further delay, let's begin with highlight number 1, the continuation of an active storm track right up into the vicinity of Iceland. As of early Monday afternoon, a very deep area of low pressure was situated just north of Iceland, with a minimum central pressure hovering close to 940 millibars. Conditions improve through Tuesday as this system moves away, but the next set of storms will arrive on Wednesday into Thursday with more widespread rain, snow, and strong wind. Highlight number 2 involves much of the Mediterranean due to further risks of flooding and strong thunderstorms. Unfortunately, this has already been an issue over the past few days. Italy, for example, was hit especially hard yesterday because of slow-moving thunderstorms, and then we saw a similar situation around Malaga, Spain this morning. We should see things clear up a little bit through tomorrow, so the middle of the week may be the calmest period of time, but things look to escalate quickly again around Thursday as a new low-pressure system emerges from the Sahara and collides with colder air coming from the north. This brings us to the third and final highlight of the week, which focuses on the return of colder weather. It won't be anything dramatic for most of us, but it will certainly be more noticeable further east, particularly from the Balkans down to Turkey, which did end the month of January with temperatures very far above average. As a small and short-lived area of low pressure emerges today into tomorrow along the Ukrainian and Russian border, a narrow swath of heavier snow accumulation can be expected, but it will also open the door for colder air to advance further south into Turkey and Greece as early as Tuesday. Not only will this quickly result in snow for many mountainous areas, but ocean effect snow is really going to ramp up from the Black Sea as well, bringing heavy snow to coastal areas. The increasingly anticyclonic influence in the coming days may be good news for some since heavy precipitation will be absent for most areas, except for places closer to the Mediterranean of course, but it's also important to consider how this affects our air quality. Even though high pressure typically means little to no rain or snow in general, remember that high pressure promotes a stagnant atmosphere. This will be the case for a large part of mainland Europe in the coming days. You can see widespread yellow and even some red showing up in places. This indicates that air will be unhealthy mainly for sensitive groups after long exposure, so those with heart and lung related complications should keep this in mind. On the contrary, the cleanest air can be found in Norway, Sweden, and Finland away from densely populated areas. That's going to be all for this quick episode, but remember to stay tuned for my next video. In addition to these 3 highlights that I'm keeping an eye on this week, I've been looking ahead towards the middle of the month when things could get even more interesting. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon.